Hi and welcome back. You're with Terry from Bonsai Tree, and today I'm going to be working on this Trident maple. If you find the following content helpful, then you can thank me by clicking the thanks button just below the video. As you can see from the color of the leaves, it's now autumn, and this means it's a good time to go in and do the work that I intend to do today. I started the original planting by combining several young Trident maples on a rock and growing it in a raised bed in my garden. Be careful if you're growing Chinese maple or Trident maple on a rock if you live in a very hot summer area, as the rock can actually heat up to a point where it could damage the base of the tree that is making contact with the rock. The first thing that I need to do is to remove the leaves that remain on the tree, as this will expose the structure, make it much easier to do the work that I need to do on it. Depending on when in autumn you do the work, the leaves may come off quite easily if gently tugged. If not, and they are still quite green, you may need to use a pair of defoliation shears. If you don't have defoliation shears, you can use a pair of sharp trimming scissors, which will work perfectly well. Precisely where you cut the leaf is not important, because if you do leave a portion of it or a portion of the petiole, that will fall off in a couple of weeks' time anyway. One of the benefits of pulling off the leaves in your workshop is that these leaves are not going to fall off in the garden somewhere, and you won't have to clean them up there. It's much easier to sweep them up inside the workshop. I now need to trim back the portions of growth that have developed beyond the silhouette or outline of the canopy. Generally speaking, I'm pruning back to 2 at minimum buds, or alternatively 4. One of the considerations in my mind as I'm going through the tree is where the buds, the dormant buds, are positioned and the internodal distance between them. If that is excessive for that section of the tree, then I'm going to prune that out, because of course between those 2 buds you will never get any growth. Trident maple is a very strong grower and will form buds all over the place, and so I'm also looking for buds that will develop in spring which I don't want, and I will remove those. Particularly from the trunk, you will find those emerging near branches. I find a trimming scissors to be the most handy tool for this work, as it's got a very slender shaft and allows you to get into the canopy without damaging surrounding branches. When I prune, I don't prune back all the way to the 2 buds that remain. This allows the sap to recede and die back slightly, but still protects those 2 buds that they will develop. I find using a narrow branch cutter to be the easiest tool to get into these very tight areas. I'm now going to perform some light wiring. As it's still during autumn and there is sap flow still present in the tree, it's good to wire now, or to do light wiring now, because any micro breaks in the branches still have a chance of healing before the tree goes into full dormancy during winter. If you were to make large pruning cuts in spring, the Trident maple is bound to bleed from that cut site, and so it's actually a good idea to make larger cuts during autumn should you need to do them. However, of course, as always, seal those cuts. I'm not very happy with the way that this cut healed, and so I'm now going to go back into it using a narrow branch cutter, just remove more material, and then I'm going to clean up the edges of the cut using a sharp blade. You can use an NT cutter or a grafting knife, and then it will be sealed again with a putty type sealer. As this is considered a larger cut, it's better to use a putty sealer than the liquid sealer. Although this damaged area on the base of the tree has largely healed over, to accelerate the healing, I'm now going to just use a gin tool to expose the live cambium below the callus. I am once again going to use the putty type sealer, but don't use the one with the green lid, as that has a hormone in it which promotes callus formation. It's totally unnecessary to do that with Trident maple, and I would say actually possibly quite counterproductive, as the callus tissue might form too aggressively and forms lumps. So you want a smooth callus formation. That's the ideal. In the previous growing season, I removed a root which was a little bit unsightly and growing away from the rock. This was removed and has already started to heal over quite nicely, but I'm going to repeat the same treatment I just did on this area as well, just to promote the callus formation happening. Wrapping up things, I'm just going to go through the tree and remove any leaves and other debris, pieces of wire, whatever else that has fallen on the ground around the tree, and just a general tidy up, perhaps removing remnants of fertilizer as well. If you found that content helpful and you'd like to thank me for it, please do so now by clicking the thanks button just below the video. The work on this tree is completed for today. It will now go back out to the benches outside, and in a few weeks' time I'll be treating it with a concentrated solution of lime sulfur. This is to prevent the overwintering of pests.